cruelest thing someone's ever paid you to do? I worked as a home health aide for almost 5 years, and most of the families I worked with were genuinely kind. This one wasn't. I was hired to care for an elderly woman named Margaret. Sweet, sharp-minded, just needed help getting around after a hip surgery. Her son Richard handled all the payments and instructions. Within the first week, he pulled me aside privately and offered me an extra $200 a week, cash, off the books, on top of my normal pay. The condition was that I had to start telling Margaret her memory was getting worse than it actually was. Agree with things she didn't actually say, misplace small items, and let her think she'd lost them herself. Make her doubt little moments throughout the day. I asked him why, and he said it would just be easier for everyone if she eventually agreed to move into assisted living without a fight. He needed access to her house to sell it before she changed her will again. I told him I needed to think about it. I went home and couldn't sleep that night. The next morning, I called an elder care attorney I'd worked with before on a different case. She walked me through exactly what this was and what to document. I went back to work, and instead of taking his money, I started writing down every single conversation, every instruction he gave me, with dates and times. 3 weeks later, I handed everything to Margaret's actual lawyer. The one Richard didn't know still had her healthcare proxy on file. Richard was removed from her affairs within a month. Margaret stayed in her own home for 2 more years before she passed peacefully, fully aware and fully in control of every decision until the end. I never took a single dollar of his money. Some people will pay you to break someone. Make sure you're the kind of person money can't actually buy.